Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome to week 11. I know many of you are finishing up your paper and your presentation, so of course get that done first before moving on to career communication and business writing. But as always, I wanted to post this ahead of time, so if you are done with your submission, you can go ahead and get started if you're interested. So chapter 13 is really about how do you write in a business sense? What does business writing look like? And when I think business writing, I often think of emails. So when you send an email, of course, you want it to be professional. You want it to be condensed and not too broad in regards to, telling all the details like you would of writing a paper. A lot of times in business, you have to write bullet point outlines and such, so you just get the broad overview for an executive or a leader who's got a lot of things on their plate at once and want to figure out what you're trying to convey pretty quickly. So we talk about that a lot in this chapter and various other things, so be sure to read chapter 13. I think you'll enjoy it. And of course, watch this short lecture here. I have another additional lecture that I've had for radiology, and I did it many years ago, but I think it's got a lot of great information in there about like interviewing for a job and such. And if you're interested in that, feel free to take a look. A great video that I reference quite often, even with my team. Speaking of leadership team at my professional job outside of school. So take a look at this how to write an email video. I think it's got a lot of great details that you're going to really enjoy. All right. Some cool things in here. Interviewing techniques. I got a PowerPoint about that if you're interested in learning more about how to interview. The Science of Business Writing by the HBR Harvard Business Review. Some great information in there. Finding a job and keeping it. That's another reference that I've used. Just talks about USA jobs, some of the government jobs out there if you're interested. And there's a variety of different information in there. I've kept that folder for quite a while throughout my time teaching this class and others. And then, of course, your PowerPoint slides. Your discussion post, of course, is the only thing due this week, which is awesome because you guys have really worked hard to get your paper and presentation done. So you want to get your initial post in, just as a reminder, on October 1. That's crazy, it's already October. Wednesday, October 1st, and then your reply has to be in on the 5th of October. All right. If you guys have any questions or anything, don't hesitate to reach out. Again, business writing, how to write emails, career communication, some great information here that you're going to really enjoy. Thank you so much. Hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend, and I look forward to reading your papers as they're submitted and grading those pretty quickly. All right. Thanks again.